I think that guys, like, so girls have 3 bases. And it's kissing, boobs, vag.
Wait, then what's a home run?
Home run is sex.
Oh, you mean just touching?
Just hands.
You mean just
yeah,
going,
hand. Yeah.
or oral, or is oral home run?
Oral and sex is a home run.
Really? You think so?
I think so. So when you say guys have 3 bases, guys don't have boobs. So base 1 is making out for guys. Base 2 is hand job.
All right.
Base 3 is butthole.
You're skipping. No.
And home run is sex.
No way, dude.
Just ignoring
You think home
What
run
about an
is
emotional
butthole?
attachment?
No. Home run is like stealing second.
What about love?
Butthole is like stealing second.
Butthole stealing second.
What about when someone loves you?
That's not. There's no
base for that?
There's no base for that.
That's called you don't get to play baseball anymore.
Yeah, that means you're out of the game. You're on the bench.
It's not very manly in
You're
the game of
benched.
baseball. You're benched, all right.
Wait, you're saying third base for a guy is not?
For us, it's
not the same.
kiss, hand job, orals, home run is sex.
Oh, you think third base is oral
has
for
to
a
be.
guy?
What if you saw a piece of their body, like if you were out jogging?
That's not a
and
base.
And there was like a slip. That's not a base.
That's not
You're
a
a
base.
spectator.
That's a pervert.
What would be the equivalent of stealing a base?
Butthole.
Stealing a base.
Sneaky touch.
Okay. Stealing a base.
What about when the bases are loaded?
There's an orgy.
Hey guys, this is Table Talk, the only show on the internet where men talk.
The only show on the internet.
The only show on the
The
internet.
only show on the internet.
It's 1991. Thank
you for tuning in.
On this show, we use your topics that you submit to us using the hashtag Table Talk on Twitter, or when you go to Reddit r/SourceFed, you go into that forum and you find the appropriate area to post topics.
The appropriate area.
You put the things that you want to see on the show.
Yeah, and then
You make this show.
they get filtered through into our bowl of great.
This is about you. Well,
Ish.
I mean, kinda. It's a
Sorta.
lot about us.
Probably.
But it is because of you.
It is because of you.
Rudy. It's because of you. Rudy.
Who you being?
Oh, the pudding pops.
Who is this?
And I tell Camille to come down the stairs.
He's making up names.
And
Yeah.
it's Bill Cosby's wife, his name, Camille.
Who's Bill Cosby?
That was a really good Tom Arnold impression. It's like the best Tom Arnold I've ever heard.
It's the only pop culture reference you care about
It's
pre-2000s.
Bill Cosby. Oh, Frasier? Frasier?
You don't care about Frasier.
I love Frasier. That's
Ew.
my second favorite sitcom
Really?
of all
I
time.
don't believe
Cosby
you.
Show, Frasier.
I don't believe you.
Ask me about
Frasier
Niles.
just seemed boring to me. That's
No,
why I
actually,
watched it.
Frasier's surprisingly really good.
Once
Is
you
it?
get it,
Yeah.
it's the joke is that they're so smart and they're so pretentious, but they're really so stupid.
Yeah.
And that's the
It's
like,
really good.
It's really good.
So we just came back from Comic-Con before we jump in, and it was really a blast. Joe stopped by, which was really fun.
said hello.
We Joe and I had a signing at my good pal Todd.
we said
Todd
hello
Land's booth.
to a lot of people.
I looked at the
Solid.
photos on Instagram.
Did you have fun looking at those?
Yes, I sure did. I might have liked one of them.
Awesome. I saw many people cosplaying as you, Will.
Yeah, there are a lot of guys just wearing ties and that's
Yeah,
it.
yeah, and looking pretty generally scared.
Yeah.
But we saw some great SourceFed cosplay. There was a fantastic Thaddeus J. Spider.
That was insane.
Which somehow this guy threw together in time for Comic-Con. It's fantastic. I hope we have a photo of it to show you guys because
yeah.
it's just wonderful.
He was handing out coupons.
Yes, he was handing out
Strings up
this
his coupons.
It was amazing. Someone else cosplayed as me, which was amazing.
That was
and she
great.
was such a sweetheart. She had a hat. And in fact, she
There's
had
that
this
hat,
hat. Yeah, and she had a coffee machine.
Yeah, she carried around a coffee.
Yeah, she went to
Carried
a
a
thrift
coffee
store and
machine.
she cut off the cord and then glued the coffee pot onto
to
the
it.
machine.
Yeah, so she could just walk around with it. And she said on the trolley on the way to Comic-Con, someone yelled at her, "What is that, a coffee machine?"
No,
so it was great.
that's
it was
great.
So we felt
You guys
the
are
love.
awesome.
You guys are so awesome. We love you guys. And if you weren't able to make it out to San Diego, we shot a lot of really cool stuff showing you how cool Comic-Con is. So maybe you could live vicariously through that a little bit. But again,
Or
thank
vicariously.
you. Or vicariously. And maybe you could try to get tickets for next year because there's no way I'm missing a Comic-Con. That's for damn sure.
Steve will be there.
Yes, I
I will
will.
try.
What if I died and my funeral was the first day?
Oh, Comic-Con.
I'll bring one of your hairs there.
All right, great.
It'll be a way for you to visit.
Thank you, bro.
Your ghost will be there.
Look, we live in a freaking age where we can just FaceTime your funeral right to us.
Thank you.
Be nice.
I'll
Because
try.
you don't want me to be sad there.
No,
do you?
no. I want
Don't
you to be
ruin
sad
our Comic-Con
me.
with your death.
I know, right?
Yeah, dude.
How dare I get shot?
How dare you? How dare I get shot?
Hey, this episode's brought to you by somebody. Steve, tell them about it.
They're brought to you by Full Sail University. That's the college that a lot of people that go to work here have actually been to, like our very own Len Wilkes.
Yeah, we have like 4.
I believe Kezi went. Did Kezi go there?
Yeah. Do you like learning? Do you like learning about filmation and animals?
And game plans?
game plans.
And web developing. If those are things that sound like fun to you, you can go to fullsail.edu/sfnerd. You can check out all the stuff they have to offer.
Go to college to do the things that your mom wants you to stop doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, prove her wrong.
Full Sail.
What does that say, Joe?
That says
Read it aloud.
Ninja Geese. Here we go. What advice would you give to your past self about college? That was not planted.
That was definitely not planted.
Well, that is a cool wink.
Well, I didn't go to college, so you're about to go old school.
I know, but I'm a thrower. Keep talking.
Can I give you the tip that was given to me?
Sure.
Match up the base of the launcher with the lens. The base.
Okay. I mean, that's yeah.
But do you regret not going to college? No.
It hasn't affected my life.
I don't think so.
And I don't have student loans, so
Exactly, so.
I'm not worried about that.
Oh,
so close.
God,
Need a little more power. And you
if that was in 3D, you guys would have jumped back from your screens.
Like, that scared me.
You were like, so real.
It's from a different angle.
Yeah, I didn't.
Glad I paid more for that ticket.
Twice as much.
Screw 3D. Anyways, well, you're saying.
So I didn't go to college. There are times when I regret it because I feel dumb that I didn't go to college, and I feel dumb that I kind of didn't.
Well, I went to college, and we're at the exact same table right
I
now.
think we are.
Exactly.
Cheers.
I'm in college, and we're at the exact same table.
Cheers. I mean, look,
Orange juice.
but
The kid at the table.
But I have to say,
got a straw.
I don't want my course of actions to be any type of an inspiration for anybody because I just got incredibly lucky. And I did work very hard still to get to where I am, but I don't recommend not going to college. And I tell Will this all the time.
Damn.
And unfortunately, I have family members in my family who are like, Steve didn't dude, why do I have to? And I'm like, dude, you gotta stop. That is not, it is not an inspiring story. I'm not gonna go talking at any colleges about how my life story or anything like that. It was a mistake, and the fact that I'm here is nothing short of a miracle. So you gotta go to school.
Success is hard work mixed with a little bit of luck and timing.
Yeah.
So what
Yes.
you're saying, I don't 100% say because you do deserve it, and you are
thank
talented,
you.
and you are a hard worker, so you're here because of the same reasons of everybody else. You just had a different path.
Right.
Look, college is great for some people, and it's not for others. That's the long and short of it now, and it's getting more expensive, so it's getting harder to do.
It is.
If I was talking to myself back then, going to college, I wish I would have immersed myself in a bigger variety of things that I'd never tried before or thought that I would ever do. When you're going to college, it's where you kind of it's where you find yourself because you're independent-ish for the first time. It's fake independence because you're still on your parents' insurance and money and all this other crap. But you feel like you're out on your own, and when you're doing that, that's when you get to discover who the real you is. But you're not just discovering; you're also building. You're getting these new little Lego blocks, and you're making this tower of you. I wish I would have grabbed more unique blocks and just
branched out a little more.
just try different clubs, travel, go overseas, take a semester abroad, get on a boat and do a semester, live life.
On a boat.
What? So were those opportunities?
semester at sea? Have you ever heard of it? Anyways,
No.
Were those opportunities
That sounds
open?
horrible.
yeah, they're there.
So
have
why
to be-
did you? Why do you think you didn't take those?
I don't think I was living in the moment probably as much as I should have.
You were focusing on maybe one thing, and you were like, "This is what I need to focus on."
I'm sure it was a little bit of not realizing what I'm saying right now at the time.
Right. Okay.
Combined with probably a little bit of fear. Look, the one thing that changed my life and put me here in college is that I finally one day said, I really want to join that improv group, which I put on forever. And then I finally did it because I'd never done anything like that before. Joined the improv group. The improv group made me love theater. I started doing theater. And then I rolled that into broadcasting, started making videos, made Barats and Beretta, got to make my pilot for NBC, moved to LA, started doing comedy professionally here, done shows at UCB and Improv Olympic. I've traveled, done some college shows, and now I'm here because of that one thing. So who knows what else would have happened if I would have said screw it and traveled abroad that one semester instead of not, because maybe I'd be a world traveler now.
Well, I was gonna say, would you potentially sacrifice what you have now to tell yourself back then, broaden your horizons?
No, I mean, I still think I'd probably go down this path because I think that was a natural movement for me, but I feel like I would be more cultured and I would understand the world a little bit better if I took those opportunities where, again, you've got this fake responsibility, which means no responsibility, and just tried things.
Right.
Clubs, trips, classes.
Right.
Open yourself up to things that you've never experienced before is my number one thing.
Well, it's been a pleasure interviewing you, Joe Brennan.
Yeah, I'll see you guys
You're
later.
a great person. And guys, thank you so much for watching this one-on-one on SourceFed. We got to do the Twitter lightning round before you go.
Oh, okay. You just made a reference that like half of our viewers don't understand.
No.
Watch our one-on-one interviews. They're pretty good.
If they're still up and they're not privated.
Check out this one with Hank Green. I love it. Bing.
Yeah.
I think mine would be, to myself personally, would be like, be less judgmental, because like I came from what I always tell my friends in the hood. I was just there just a few days ago. I was like, you have to get out of the ghetto because it's so much different. Like everybody's so weird. And I was find myself being really judgmental. I was like, why are these people doing this? Why are they acting in this way? And I'd be like, I don't want to be your friend because of this. You're stupid. And I thought I was, too good. And but I told myself, no, I don't think I'm too good. But even if you think you're not too good, you might actually be thinking you're too good because you're the actual stupid one.
And then you might be too good.
Then you might actually be just
See,
too
that's
good.
the thing. We live our lives in a series of bubbles, and people don't realize that. So your bubble was the hood for a while, and that's the world that you knew. And then you see these other bubbles, but you tend to judge them, or you're afraid to jump in them. You want to turn
And
your life.
I hated that bubble too.
Or you
Yeah,
don't
just put
even
that out
see the
there.
bubble.
But what you
A lot of
wanna
people don't
do-
even see the other bubbles.
I mean, we're like, we've talked about it here before. We're even online kind of in a SourceFed bubble. The world that we know of YouTube is kind of based on our audience and the things that we do here, but there's so much more. And
There are different audiences.
We forget about that sometimes. So when living your life, you need to turn it into a Venn diagram. So you got your bubble. You need to bring all these other things and let them infiltrate your bubble a little bit, and that's going to make life worth living. All right,
here I go. Yay, this is fun.
That was a fun little topic. We were serious boys.
We're
there
a little
for
bit
second.
I like being serious. Ask me about a fart.
That guy 65 says, what's the worst fad you follow?
Best fart you ever follow?
Fad.
Fad. Fad. I was never into fads.
I guess the worst. I was into Pogs for a while.
I was into Pogs. Yeah, dude.
I don't know if that's bad, though.
I had a reflective Beavis and Butthead slammer.
That's pretty
What's
sweet.
a slammer?
A slammer is the heavy metal ones.
Yeah.
So you'd have heavier Pog discs because Pogs, you would slam the slammer down,
And
and
you'd
if
wanna
they-
flip 'em.
If you flipped the Pogs, you got to keep them. So if you were
I'm so sorry. I have no idea what
exactly,
you're talking about.
Pogs were just
So
stupid.
Pogs originated in Hawaii, and they were actually milk caps. You would open up the milk, and there would be like a cap in there, and that would be a Pog.
just a circle of cardboard.
Just a circle of cardboard, and so people started playing this game where they would put the cardboard pieces down, and they'd take a metal thing and drop it down onto the cards, and the cards would flip, and there would be like a different image.
So if you're playing street rules, if I remember correctly, you would lay out you'd put your Pogs onto the playing board up for grabs, and you'd only put your good ones down if they were putting a good one down.
Right.
So let's say
it's kind of like gambling.
yeah, let's say I had my
That's why they stopped us doing it in schools.
I had my frickin' Theo from MTV Road Rules Pog, and I really coveted that.
I had my Matt Pinfield.
Yeah, you better be putting something down that's pretty hardcore, like a Ren and Stimpy Pog.
I've got a Bebop from Ninja Turtles.
Let's play it. And then
All
we
right.
take our slammers out, and then you'd slam it, and if you flipped the Pogs, you got to keep the other people's Pogs.
Oh no, that's how fights start.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Nobody ever played street rules though, because
In fact-
you coveted your Pogs, you kept them.
Well, we kind of did, but we were at a Catholic school when we started doing it.
I know you got into fights, Steve.
No, I didn't, but they stopped it right away.
Yeah.
No Pogs
You
allowed.
couldn't do that at your
Is
school.
that a Mary
No,
Pog?
no Pogs allowed.
Teenage
because-
Mutant Ninja Turtles Pogs?
Well, and I never realized why. Like, why didn't they want us to have Pogs? And it's because it's gambling.
It's
They're
gambling,
teaching
yeah.
kids
Well,
gambling.
and you're at a school where if you did take
It's like
somebody's
dice.
Beavis and Butthead, you could get stabbed.
Right.
We had that in the hood in Oakland.
What was it
There'd be a
called?
whole bunch of dudes on the corner going like this, looking for cop cars.
Was it called
and then going
dice?
Like this. It's called craps or whatever. Not craps. That's the sophisticated.
Jacks.
All
All right, here we go. Here I go.
and play
Here I
jacks.
go. Here I go.
Oh, that would be great.
Oh, almost.
Shit, I felt it.
Nah, Pogs
I
is
would-
such a good answer.
That would be such a
You
funny
could get
sketch.
there's things that people would carry on their belts.
Yeah.
Pog containers. that
Yeah.
you would-
Did you
they're
have
like
the big
quarter
plastic?
containers?
Yeah, the big plastic circular tubes. My friends would come in with like the big ass fucking tube, and I'd be
And
like,
then
"Come
I think
on,
like
man."
one day in like probably 2000, one day in like 1998, everybody collectively around the world just snapped out.
They all
and said,
decided
what the
to
fuck are we doing? And they all gave their Pogs away at the same time.
Yeah, you would
And
go
then
to
they
the
were
thrift
gone.
stores and there would be bags of Pogs.
just gone.
Which would have been gold a year earlier. But yeah, you're right. Everyone just collectively
They're so
decided
gone
to
that I haven't seen a Pog for over 10 years.
Neither have I. And I love there was
you
a
guys send us your Pogs.
send us your Pogs.
Oh my God.
Let's make
Address in the
SourceFed
description
Pogs.
down below. If you send us your Pogs, we will make a freaking Pog wall.
You know
It'll
what?
be an awesome set.
You know what we'll do? We'll do a head-to-head Pog.
Yeah, we'll do a head-to-head
if
Pogs.
you send us
and then,
Pogs.
I'm telling you, we're gonna turn one of the sets. If we get enough Pogs, we're gonna turn it into a Pog wall.
Yeah,
that'd
and
be cool. Colorful
we should try
characters.
to make SourceFed Pogs.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, SF.
Cool. Give us
Where
your
the hell
Pogs.
are we gonna get slammers,
Hashtag
though?
give us your Pogs.
Where are we gonna get slammers? I had a slammer.
We need some slammers.
I know, that's the thing. Like Pogs, you can maybe make them, but slammers, what the fuck are you gonna
Yeah,
do
and we
about
don't
slammers?
want those thick like plastic slammers.
No.
Some of them made
Beggars can't be
sounds.
choosers.
Some of them
Oh,
made
they
sounds.
did make
You know, the
sounds.
plastic ones when you dunk and they go wah. Yeah. Oh man.
I had a slammer that was pretty great. It was like a thick metal, like
Those are the best one, the metal ones.
yeah, it was like a thick metal one, and it was like, dude, you don't want to mess with it. And it had a hologram of a skeleton on it.
Yes! Oh
like,
my god!
you don't
I
wanna
love-
mess with my
That's
skull
right.
slammer.
A lot of the slammers were like that cool, almost like it's Ed Hardy bullshit now.
Yeah.
Like playing card aces on fire and shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Pogs are the best.
Pogs were great.
You guys.
Hashtag give us your
loving-
Pogs.
Let's bring back Pogs. SourceFed is gonna bring back Pogs.
Bring them back. Bring them back. I
We're
want
gonna
to see
teach-
one.
We're gonna educate
I
you,
need-
son.
I'm trying
We're
to
gonna
get
teach
into
you how to
Pog
gamble.
game.
It's gambling for babies.
Gamble.
Oh man.
Gamble.
But
It's-
wasn't Jax gambling too when you would play Jax?
No, Jax was just a game where you bounce and get your
Yeah, what?
jacks.
No, that's the dumbest game in the
Yeah.
whole world.
It is dumb.
I'm sorry if I offended anybody.
No, it's true.
But that is the boringest
Yeah.
game. It's fun the first time, and then that's it.
Yeah, but you gotta think about it, man. This was at a time when like there was no internet.
Oh
there
yeah.
Was no.
They're like, geez, I can't look
Yeah.
at freaking people talking on a table. What am I gonna do?
Yeah, the coolest fucking place to go at the
I'm
time
tired
that
of
Jax
hitting this
was
tree with
popular.
a stick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm tired of having to chasing this circle around with a stick
Yeah.
like this.
Well, me and Joseph found a monarch butterfly we chased around for 7 hours.
He caught it and smashed
Oh,
it.
welcome home, Joe. What did you and little Stevie do today? Oh, we clapped for 3 hours.
We clapped. We made up a great game where we blinked at each other. we came up with a whole comic book of clouds in the sky.
I haven't seen you guys forever. What'd you spend your afternoon doing? Holding our breath?
Well, I'll tell you, Mrs. Carruthers, we found a bag, and we
found a bag. It flew
we
in the
ripped it
wind.
into 2 pieces, and he got one and I got one, and we would throw it in the air.
And we-
Will, come on over. We're gonna play rocks and sticks.
And then we finished off the day by staring into each other's eyes.
And then one day, the library came.
The library.
And we were like, oh my god, fuck your stick, dude. There's a library.
They got books on sticks and rocks.
But soon after that, MP3 players came out, and we never read a book again.
No,
we never read a single
Guys,
book.
there's a book in this library that says 10 things to do. All right, Will, grab a goddamn
Okay.
topic, will you? 10 things.
Hashtag give us your Pogs.
Yeah.
C. Pavito says, what's the dumbest, most dangerous thing you've ever done? Ooh, not into
Oh
danger.
man, Will's probably gonna, or Joe's gonna probably get us here.
Maybe.
The most dangerous thing I've ever done, I may have told this story before, but so I'll summarize, I'll make it real quick. There were these tracks in Ventura, where I grew up in Oxnard, and so me and my pals would go to Ventura, we'd go to Main Street, hang out, I would busk there, play music. That's how I eventually got into my music gig. But anyway, so we would go to these train tracks in Ventura over by like this really gross beach, and there was this place called the Hobo Jungle. And that was like a super dangerous place. You didn't want to go there alone.
Hobo Jungle.
Yeah, because it was where all of the homeless people would find shelter at night. And it was very dangerous because, you know, there's some psychotic people there and veterans and just people that were generally dangerous. And so
Playing Pogs.
So playing Pogs. Yeah, so we would go and we would kind of fuck around near the Hobo Jungle.
This was you poking the dragon with
This
a
was
stick?
us, this was about as dangerous as my life ever got. And I was about maybe 16, 17. So it was like, this was my rebellious phase. This was about as rebellious as I got. But we would go And even going to the hobo jungle, near the hobo jungle, wasn't even the most dangerous part. The most dangerous part was getting there. Getting there, you had to cross these train tracks. And then the hill would meet the tracks at a point where you could climb down the hill and then go down to the dirty beach near the hobo jungle. So, but the tracks had about a good, like, 40 feet, 30 or 40 feet, where we were very high off the ground. And if a train,
came, you had to stand by me it?
Yeah, if a train came, you were fucked. Except every, like, 50 feet, 100 feet or so, there would be this tiny little one-person little block to, like, stand out on, and the train would, like, fucking scalp your nose, basically.
No!
So we, one-person thing, mind you, so we kind of had to know when the train was coming, and we didn't really know, so one night we all went with this big group of friends, girls and guys, and it was like, oh man, we were just gonna go to the beach and just kind of like maybe light a little bonfire and hang out. So we got on, and about a good half of us were already halfway off, and we were like in the safe zone. Then all of a sudden we heard the train whistle, and we were like, oh shit, and we looked, and the train was like 3 minutes off, and we still had like 10 people on the tracks still. So all of a sudden I'm like, I'm gonna watch people die right now. This is friends of mine.
Wait, why are they about to die? I'm sorry.
Because they were on a large, high-up piece of track that there was nowhere to go.
Oh,
and the train was coming. So all I see is just scattering legs, tripping, and trying to get to the hill. And then at the last minute, I see two of the last people on the tracks get lit up by the train light.
Jesus.
And the train just goes, vroom, and I was like,
They're dead!
they're dead!
Oh, they're dead!
Like, I'm gonna go to the police station tonight,
Oh, God.
and I'm gonna talk about how we were
Did I commit train murder?
Yeah,
This is
like,
train murder.
am I an accessory to, like, this is the end of my childhood. This is where my childhood ends. Innocence is gone.
I just grew up.
I just grew up, yeah. And then the train passes, you know, some of the girls we're with are crying because they're thinking, this is it, we're fucked, we're gonna get in trouble, and our friend's dead. And then the next thing we know, our friends are, like, stumbling over the track onto the hill. And we're just like, we all run to meet them. What happened? You have to tell us. Well, at the last minute, we both, like, got into the thing that you could hide in, and we just, like, held each other. And as the train went by, it was crazy. Crazy.
What?
So the closest I ever came to death wasn't even me
was your
coming
friend.
to death. It was my friend coming to death.
Vicarious close to death.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Wow, I don't have anything. Not even nearly as interesting as happened to me in my entire life.
Nothing like that at all?
I mean, no. I was a smart kid. I was
Yeah.
like, you know what? Danger's over there. Not gonna go near it. Not even gonna think about it.
Yeah.
Some kids are like, ooh, maybe I should. Nope. I'm
You never
satisfied.
play with firecrackers?
No, I
or-
was terrified of fire. Thanks to my mom.
Fire at all?
Thanks to my mom, I
Matches?
was terrified of fire and water.
You never play with matches
Nope.
or
I just the other day. I think it was
There's a fire. What do we do? Put it out. How? Water. No.
This weekend I had a lighter and I was playing with it. I'm like, I've grown so much that I can just go like this with a lighter.
And is it fun?
It
Do
was
you
fun.
want
It
your
was
own
fun.
lighter?
Yeah, right. I was a
Yeah,
pyro
it was
kid. I
fun.
found the allure of fire when I was real early.
No, see, my mom was so smart at making me afraid of everything just like her.
Man. I was
You need
smart
to teach
so much.
Hayden, like, ooh, that stuff will hurt you.
I do.
Yeah.
I burn her
But
hand a little bit every day.
Don't do the things that my mom did to me or Will's mom did to him, where you make them intensely afraid of everything.
Everything.
She's too brave to be like. She'll be fine
Yeah.
until she gets. I did a lot of dumb stuff. Of course, I talked about it a lot. I'm trying to think of like some specific ones. There was this one time, me and my friend, we found this cord. You know, like the cords that secure telephone poles on the ground. You can kind of grab those thick metal
no.
cords. You know what I'm talking about? All right,
So a transformer?
No, but it's just the cord that goes
It's-
to the ground.
Yeah,
It isn't
sometimes they'll have like a
electrified.
little metal
Yeah, it's
shield
just a
on it or
support cord.
something. Yeah.
It's like a yay round or whatever, a couple
Yeah.
inches thick. Somebody deep in this forest where I grew up, on a hill, it was an incline, it was a slant. At the top of the incline, was a tree, and then on the bottom, another good 50, 60 feet away, was another tree at the bottom of the incline. They took one of those cords and they wrapped it around the top tree and strung it down to the bottom tree and secured it, and it was super tight and taut. And we found it in this, me and my friend called this place paradise. We go to paradise, where we would literally get lost in a world of imagination.
Oh, I love it.
Is this the bridge to
We'd just be
Terabithia?
yeah, it's pretty much what it was. We would like go under bushes and stuff and find like teeter-totters made out of fallen trees and shit. It was really
That
fun.
you didn't make?
No, we just called it paradise, man. That's
That
the
was
best thing.
paradise.
That
about
is paradise.
So we found this cord in paradise, and naturally we're like, well, we got to find a way to go from the top to the bottom of that cord.
And like rip cord, or
Yeah,
like,
just see whatever it did. So what we did, we found
Zip line?
We found sticks. And you know how some sticks will kind of like go into a natural V shape
Oh,
sometimes. So we
God.
found one, started going down, and we would just go. And
That
it was
is
like 20
paradise.
feet above the ground.
That's dangerous paradise.
So the first like 5 or 6 times
How would you
we
get
did
up
it,
to it?
You
Would
could climb the tree up to it, yeah.
Okay, that's where I'm out.
So the
I'm
fire-
not climbing
I'm
any
not climbing
trees.
any tree.
The
I don't know,
first
what am I,
5 or
Michael
6?
Jackson?
Yeah. I'm not even gonna sit on a log to watch you guys because a spider might get me.
gotta climb this tree.
This is not paradise.
Yeah, this paradise has spiders.
So the first 5 or 6 sticks that we had, they broke mid traveling, like
Jesus,
going down
man,
a thing.
That makes
Break it-
sense.
Midway down, they break, and we'd fall the 20 feet, and then like.
And laugh, I bet.
Yeah, it was hilarious because kids rarely break, so we just fall. Ah, you're an asshole.
Did you ever knock the wind out? Or
Oh yeah, yeah. All scraped up and stuff. But then we found a good thick stick.
Ooh,
then
yeah.
it became our cord stick, and we started going down this thing, and it got a groove in the stick, and it was perfect. And we would go down at a pretty good clip, and then at the end there was really no way to stop, so you'd just hit the tree. And then at the bottom of the tree, so was a dirty old mattress.
Oh my goodness.
no.
You know somebody banged.
Probably.
And not only that, did heroin on it?
Yep. There was no
Yeah.
AIDS back then, though. There was no.
Or it
there
was just
AIDS
some
that didn't
smart
exist.
kid
No.
that had an old mattress, and he brought it there for the same reason that we found the cord.
Sure.
Or not. You know, it's probably your bums traveled up to Montana. And had
Yeah,
sex on
exactly,
it.
the hobo jungle
So it'd go,
guys.
bam, hit the tree, and you'd fall on the mattress, and you'd laugh. And we kept doing it and didn't do it. And we kept going back for like weeks, and then our good stick broke, or we lost it or something. We were super bummed out. I'm like, well, what are we gonna do with our cord, our zip line cord now? Found a hammer on the ground.
Hammer. Somebody murdered someone.
So we found a hammer.
That was a murder weapon
And
for sure.
my brilliant, stupid brain, the little claw end of the hammer fit perfectly right on the
no,
cord.
Joe.
But the thing about metal on metal
Sparks.
is you go fast.
Yes.
So it was
Slid right
It
down.
was smoke was kicking out the back of it.
Were sparks coming out?
Couldn't stop. Just slammed like 100 miles an hour
Oh
into
my
the tree.
goodness.
Bam! Fell on the stupid, dirty mattress, unscathed. Unscathed. That's the best part. Being a dumb kid is that, man, I could do that.
See,
I'm a
that's why
superhero.
kids, like, that's the way they say, you know, kids never touch fire twice, because then it hurts the second time. But, like, you touched fire 8 times.
Man.
Never got burned.
Hammer sparks.
Luckily,
Oh my God.
luckily there was this balloon on the mattress that you just blew right up.
Yeah, exactly. And it was a nice, fun lung one you
Yeah.
could make a dog out of. There was even some
So-
stuff in it that made
Yeah.
it easier
Yeah,
to
some
kind of
slick.
some
Some
slick.
slick.
Also,
So
I
that was
would-
pretty stupid.
And so I would have been the guy also off going like, those sparks could start a brush fire. Just saying, guys.
No, we had a heavy winter, Steve. Don't worry about it. The
I know,
ground
but-
is there's a lot. It's moist.
I know,
it's
but
moist.
guys, you just never know. The sun's beating down pretty hard right now.
No, we're not really in the dry part of Montana. I think we're gonna be okay.
Listen,
y'all
Joe,
gonna die.
Hold on, guys. Joe, why don't you come down from the tree? I brought my special board. I got pogs.
Oh no, wait, Steve. I just found this bow and arrow. Catch this.
Oh no!
Catch this arrow.
All right, anything? You got nothing. huh?
That's as good as it gets
All
for
right,
me.
fire it off, buddy.
Boom.
Never.
Well, if you're
I'm
trying
going for
to-
farthest.
You're
Now,
try-
at this point,
All
I'm going
right.
for farthest.
I think you're winning so far. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching Table Talk. We really appreciate your submissions to the bowl that you can send in using the hashtag Table Talk on Twitter or on Reddit on r/SourceFed. I'm
Boom.
Steve Zaragoza.
I'm William Haynes.
I'm Joe Beretta.
Good times, guys. Let's play Pogs.
Yeah, there's another time that me and my friends were having like a little party at my house, but it was before we drank, so it was like to have
Soda pop?
fun. The alcohol wasn't there to support you, so you just do stupid things. And it was the dead of winter, so we all decided to jump in the pickup truck, the back of my friend's pickup truck, and go down a hill, a big bridge, a viaduct that was covered in ice. So we lost control with like 16 kids in the back of this truck.
Jesus Christ,
Stopped
man.
right on the edge of the hill, and that's when we all went, oh, we need to grow up a little.
Yeah, because at what point does one of you in there, and this would have been me if I was your friend, I would have been like, guys, we are all kids of parents. And they're really gonna be sad if one of
When
us
we
dies.
die.
I think our hearts were beating so fast it was happening. We're like, we're kids, and like, we're kids about to die. Okay, this
my
is the
God.
end. And then it stopped, and I think we all collectively just went, okay,
We have to stop.
this is what our parents were talking about. this is,
Yeah.
we shouldn't do this.
Yeah.
Let's start doing drugs and have sex with each other.
Instead, let's get really drunk and drive.
That's the story of the orgy that happened in the back of the pickup.